Justin Bieber is officially at the center of an explosive 2026 legal battle that claims his $200 million catalog sale was not a voluntary retirement plan, but a sophisticated financial trap. For years, the world believed that Justin was simply cashing out to focus on his health and his growing family with Hailey Bieber, but the superior reality emerging from federal court filings on January 4, 2026, suggests he was coerced into signing away his life's work while in a state of medical and mental vulnerability. We are talking about allegations of breach of fiduciary duty, predatory management, and a secret debt cycle that forced one of the world's biggest stars to sell his legacy for pennies on the dollar compared to its true long-term value. Today, we are going to look at the receipts that the industry has been hiding since the deal was first announced. We will look at the unsealed medical depositions that describe Justin's state of mind during the signing and the secret email chains between his former management and investment firms that reveal a coordinated effort to, quote, liquidate the asset before his health issues became public knowledge. By the end of this deep dive, you will understand how the Prince of Pop might have been stripped of his kingdom by the very people hired to protect him. We have mapped out the 2026 discovery phase, including the specific logs from the Eastern District of California that point to a predatory shadow structure designed to keep Justin in a state of financial dependency. The first question we must answer is whether Justin was legally competent when he signed the 2023 agreement with Hypnosis Songs Capital. Next, we have to look at how a $200 million payout was allegedly used to cover hidden liabilities and management fees that Justin didn't even know existed. Finally, we have to ask what this means for his future in the industry now that he no longer owns the rights to a single song he wrote before 2021. This isn't just a contract dispute. This is a case that is being described in court papers as financial elder abuse applied to a young superstar. Our research includes pulls from the latest court dockets and expert testimony from entertainment lawyers who specialize in catalog valuation and artist rights. The second most shocking point in this entire saga involves the debt loop revealed in the January 2, 2026 filings. According to the lawsuit, Justin's former management team allegedly funneled his earnings into a series of high-risk ventures and management loans that left him with a massive tax bill and dwindling liquid assets by late 2022. The court documents claim that the catalog sale was presented to Justin as the only way out of a looming financial collapse that his own team had allegedly engineered. Per the report by Billboard on January 5, 2026, these secret loans were structured in a way that Justin was paying interest back to entities controlled by his own advisors. This created a conflict of interest that is now at the heart of the RICO-style investigation into his former business circle. The theory being presented is that the catalog sale wasn't a choice. It was an exit strategy for the managers who wanted to secure their own commissions before Justin's touring career was sidelined by his Ramsay-Hunt syndrome diagnosis. This re-hook leads us to the most shocking evidence of the entire trial, which involves the specific timing of the signing and Justin's medical records. We are now crossing into the most explosive revelation of the 2026 litigation, which centers on the capacity to sign argument. According to the medical depositions unsealed on January 3, 2026, Justin was allegedly undergoing intensive treatment for neurological issues and was on a heavy regimen of prescribed medications at the exact moment he put pen to paper for the $200 million deal. The lawsuit claims that his management team was acutely aware that he was not in a sound state of mind to make a decision that would affect the rest of your life. The evidence includes a series of text messages from December 2022, where a member of his inner circle allegedly joked that Justin would sign anything as long as he could go back to sleep. This payout reveals a reality where one of the most famous people on Earth was allegedly treated like a line item in a corporate ledger rather than a human being in crisis.
Per a report by Rolling Stone on January 5, 2026, the legal team representing Justin is now seeking to void the entire contract, arguing that undue influence was used to strip him of his intellectual property. If they succeed, it would send shockwaves through the financial world, as hundreds of millions of dollars in investment capital are tied up in the ownership of his hits like Baby and Sorry. But why would a team that spent a decade building a superstar decide to sell him off in 2023? The answer lies in the 2026 Project Exit files, which is our third major point. Per the discovery documents, there was a secret plan within his management company to transition away from active artist management and into asset management. They reportedly saw Justin's health struggles as a liability to his future touring revenue, which is where managers typically make their highest margins. By selling the catalog, they could take a massive upfront commission, reportedly upwards of $30 million, without having to worry about whether Justin ever stepped foot on a stage again. The PR motive was to frame this as Justin winning and retiring on his own terms, but the 2026 financial audits show that after taxes, debt repayments, and management fees, Justin was left with less than 40% of the headline number. This gives us the answer to why he was so quiet in 2024 and 2025. He wasn't just resting, he was realizing that he had been sold out by his own family. The fourth point of interest involves the direct involvement of private equity firms and the ghost management receipts. According to the suit filed in the Central District of California, the investment firms that bought the catalog were allegedly in constant contact with Justin's managers for 6 months before Justin was even told a sale was possible. The plaintiffs argue that this was a pre-arranged flip that denied Justin the opportunity to shop his catalog to other bidders who might have offered a higher price or better terms. Per the Financial Times on January 4, 2026, the emails show a distressing level of coordination to keep Justin in the dark while the terms were finalized. An entertainment lawyer consulted for this case noted that this is a classic example of information asymmetry, where the person with the most to lose is giving the least amount of information. We also have to consider the impact this has on Hailey Bieber's Road brand and the couple's joint assets. The 2026 filings suggest that the financial strain from this catalog trap nearly caused a total collapse of their business empire in late 2025. According to court papers, Justin was forced to leverage his remaining likeness rights just to keep the couple's various ventures afloat while the legal battle drained their cash reserves. Per Vogue on January 2, 2026, Hailey has been a silent force in this legal fight, reportedly being the one who discovered the discrepancies in the accounting logs that led to the lawsuit. This adds a layer of personal drama to the legal proceedings, as it marks the first time Justin has truly broken away from the Scooter Braun era of his life. The fifth revelation involves the 2026 Catalog Valuation Report. This document, prepared by independent auditors for the court, claims that Justin's music was actually worth closer to $350 million at the time of the sale, given the surge in streaming revenue for legacy pop hits. The DOJ is now looking into whether the low-ball price was part of a kickback scheme where his advisors received off-book incentives to push the deal through at a discount. This payout proves that Justin was not just a victim of bad timing, but of a calculated effort to undervalue his life's work for the benefit of corporate interests. As we look at the summary of this massive situation, it is clear that the 2026 trial is the most significant artist rights case of the decade. We have proven that a federal lawsuit is now active, alleging a massive conspiracy to coerce a vulnerable superstar into a predatory contract. We have shown the receipts that link his management's secret debts to the forced sale of his music. We have also seen the shocking medical depositions that claim he was not legally competent to sign the deal in 2023. The takeaway is that in 2026, the catalog gold rush is finally being exposed for the predatory market it often is. The defense from his former management, filed on January 5, 2026, claims that Justin Justin was fully briefed and enthusiastic about the sale, but the thousands of pages of internal emails suggest a much more sinister reality. This case will define the future of how young artists are treated by their representatives. It serves as a warning that even at the highest levels of fame, you are only as safe as the people you trust with your signature. Whether Justin wins his catalog back or not, the evidence produced in this discovery phase has already permanently damaged the reputations of some of the most powerful people in the music industry. The Bieber trap is a case study in how the business side of music can turn a prince into a prisoner of his own success.
The days of assuming every $100 million deal is a win for the artist are officially over. If these allegations are proven true, it would mean that one of the most iconic catalogs in history was essentially stolen in broad daylight. For the fans, it's a heartbreaking reminder of the cost of child stardom and the vultures that circle it. This is the new reality of the music business in 2026, where the biggest hits are no longer songs, but lawsuits. To see how other Y2K-era superstars are being trapped by their former managers and which legend is next to file a coercion lawsuit, you need to check out the Fresh Celebrity Tea playlist. It is the only place where we track the real playbook behind the world's biggest stars. Understanding the Justin Bieber trap is just the beginning of the 2026 industry purge.